I'm obsessed with looking at the first few plays and sequences that teams run, and you can see a lot of what the team is going to do strategically, and the Mavericks decide to blitz Steph Curry. Now Draymond gets a nice drive here which forces help, so Klay Thompson gets a wide open look at the basket. Now the Mavericks are going to continue to run this action, and watch how they just abandon Draymond to blitz and double team Steph Curry to get the ball out of his hand. The Mavericks settle down into a zone and they man up the shooter on the opposite top. Now Draymond gets a good look, but they're gonna live with that look. Now the other decision that they decide to do was pick on Steph Curry. This is the ultimate form of bully ball. You can see that there's a double team and a help, and that gives Luka Doncic a wide open 3-point shot. Now bully ball is different than the show and go that they were trying to do. You can see that Steph Curry is just going to show, where he basically just pretends to run and guard Luka, and then he just goes and tries to guard somebody else that's not as good of an offensive player. This defensive strategy worked really well, but you can see the Mavericks decided, hey, we're done with that, and we're gonna just let our studs go right at Steph Curry and not really overthink or overplan anything. And you can see Jalen Brunson gets a great look that he misses. Here's another great example of the blitz, and you can see that the Mavericks are doing everything that they can to get the ball out of Steph's hands, and they are happy to give up wide open layups to the other supporting cast members for the Warriors. Really interesting concept, and I love it, and you're gonna see Golden State has a counter for it soon, but you can see they're not even looking to really score or shoot that floater, and the Mavericks will live with Draymond Green settling for an outside shot in that scenario. You can see Luka calling for the play here and just giving the ball up early, which is so different, and Jalen Brunson is just going to continue to go at Steph. Now clearly the Warriors are not going to let this happen, and they're going to make some adjustments defensively, and on offense, here's how they decided to try and get Steph some good looks, is they tried to get him off of the ball, but you can see that the Mavericks are still choosing to blitz and double team him. But because of this angle, you can see that Brunson forgets to clamp down and fall into that zone, and Luka's late, and that results in a wide open and one layup. Now here's the counter that the Warriors decided to do, and that was put Steph on Dorian Finney-Smith, who isn't quite as much of a bulldog, so you can see he's able to go back into that show and go type of offense, and Jalen Brunson bricks the 3-pointer. Here's another nice counter and reaction. As the Mavericks are so used to Draymond Green coming up to set a screen, they actually get insanely sealed off. On the other end, the Mavericks do their best to get Steph Curry in a switch, but he does another show and go, which almost results in a turnover. If you want to get somebody open, try and get him to set a screen and then pop to the top. This is a great way to get a shooter wide open. Not only can you do that, but you can give the ball up to get it back, and that just results in a gooder quality shot. And Jason Kidd is slightly nervous. Now the Mavericks implemented this strategy of blitzing Curry at every single moment that they possibly could. They zoned up in the middle and they manned up on the wing, and I really like this strategy moving forward, and I think it could be the key to getting them back in the series. Now the Mavericks did something sneaky good, and that was getting Steph Curry just into multiple actions and screens. Look at them, they're just kind of like confusing him and set like 3 basically moving screens, and then you get a nice flare screen by Powell, which results in a wide open 3. If I were the Warriors for next game, I would try and set more screens with guys like Klay Thompson, but you can see here Steph just makes a bad read and a bad pass, but that's going to get Klay some wide open looks at the basket. As much as the Warriors were trying to hide Steph Curry, the Mavericks just had an answer at every single time in this game, and you can see here that they are in a zone, and it doesn't matter because Luka's just going to go one-on-one against Steph. I would highly expect the Mavericks to continue to bully Steph Curry for the next game and the remainder of this series, and also be very aggressive with their drive and kicks and drives and finishes. It's going to be really interesting series from here on out if they can continue to